Hello everyone, this is Sidra and you're watching me on your YouTube channel Trends 21 by Sidra Rajab. It's lesson number 3 of level 2 and I hope that you are enjoying these lessons also. These are a bit longer and I have skipped the part of questions in it because we are not supposed to answer in level 2. We are just supposed to repeat whole the story while standing in front of the mirror. And while doing it, please inform me in the comments box that you are really practicing this thing in your life also. It will elevate your speaking experience and you'll be fluent within a month. I believe if you are trying to grab the pronunciation and if you are repeating the story with the same strength as I try to do, you will definitely be getting the goal very soon. And don't stop speaking because speaking is the only key to success. I just want to make you sure that speaking is only the tool with which you can open the box of spoken English. So be confident and keep on speaking. If you are discouraged, speak loudly. Now move towards today's lesson without wasting any time because this is the third one of level 2 and its name is Walnuts and Pumpkins. It's not walnuts, it's walnuts. These are the nuts we usually eat in winters. Once long ago, a clever man called Jamil went on a long journey. It was so long ago there were no cars, no buses or trains to carry him on his way. Jamil had to walk. The journey was taking a long time because Jamil did not mind. He sang, he whistled, he talked to himself. He also thought about the greatness of God. He had plenty of time. After walking a long time, Jamil felt tired. He sat down under the shade of a tree. I shall rest here, said Jamil to himself. Jamil sat quietly under the tree. Then he lay down and looked up into the branches, means the branches of the tree. The tree was not just any old tree. It was a walnut tree. Jamil looked at the strong trunk. Trunk is the thickest part of the tree. He looked at the branches. He studied the shape of the leaves. He saw some walnuts on the branches. He studied them too, means he examined them, keenly observed. Jamil could see every part of the tree, but his mind was not on the tree at all. He was thinking about the greatness of God. Means he was not thinking about the tree. He was thinking about the creator of that tree. Jamil sighed loudly. He said, God is truly great. God is truly good. God has made so many things, so many good things, so many beautiful things, so many useful things. But, and here Jamil stopped, speaking aloud. He looked round to see if anyone was passing. It was a lonely place. There was nobody there. So Jamil spoke aloud. God is truly great, said Jamil again. God has made his wonderful walnut trees. But was it wise to make it like this? The tree is so big, but the nuts are so small. Jamil sat up. He looked at a field nearby. In the field, there were some pumpkins. Jamil looked at them and smiled. Just see this, that this is actually a portrait of a human's brain because he or she, means a human, can think anything, anytime. Aha, he said. I thought so. The pumpkins were growing on long, thin vines, but the pumpkins were so big. Jamil lay down again and closed his eyes. He started speaking to himself again. God is truly great, said Jamil. God has made walnuts and pumpkins. but I would have made them in a different way. The great walnut tree has such a small fruit. The poor pumpkin's plants have to carry large fruit on thin vines. The small walnut should grow on a vine, and the large pumpkin should grow on a tree. Means this is a brain of a human, and it can think anything, anytime. Just see this. Jamil thought about this for some time. Then his head nodded and he fell asleep. A lesson learned. It's a new heading of this lesson. Just see what happens next. Jamil was so tired that he slept well. Soon he began to snore and to dream. Snore means like this. In this dream, Jamil saw a row of trees. They were tall trees with strong branches. And on these branches, there were lots of pumpkins. Now he is dreaming what he said. Yes, pumpkins. Jamil smiled in his dream. The next thing Jamil saw in his dream was a field full of green vines, on which vine there were walnuts. The walnuts were not heavy, so the vine were not lying on the ground. They were strong enough to stand. Jamil smiled again in his sleep. Then a walnut fell from the tree and landed with a loud clonk. It's a sound right on the top of Jamil's head. Jamil woke up at once. Ouch! Cried Jamil, sitting up and rubbing his head. Ouch! Ouch! He's now crying with the pain. Jamil jumped up. He was angry. He looked up at the branches and stopped rubbing his head. It was not really hurting at all. Jamil looked towards the sky. He held his hands up above his head and cried out, God be praised, God be praised. Now he has changed his verdict because he has learnt a lesson. Jamil felt so happy that he began to dance with joy. Just then, a traveler came down the road. The traveler stopped and stared. Stares mean to look at. Observing eyes. He was surprised at Jamil's funny dance. Good day, said the traveler. Means he just greeted him. Good day, cried Jamil too. If it's not a rude question, said the traveler, can you tell me why you are dancing? I am happy, replied Jamil. I'm so very happy. That's great, said the traveler. But what is making you happy? I am happy because God is great, exclaimed Jamil. And told Jamil, God is wiser than I am. What a sentence. Oh my God, very nice. God is wiser than I am. How's that? Asked the traveler. I thought it would be better if walnuts could grow on vines, said Jamil. He pointed to the pumpkin's plants. And I thought that it would be better if pumpkins could grow on a strong tree like this. Jamil put his arms round the tree. Means he just hugged the tree. But I was wrong, shouted Jamil. I was quite wrong. How? Asked the traveler. Means traveler is also taking an interest in Jamil's thoughts now, because it was a big thing that if somebody challenges God, means he just talks in a way. I just like this story because anybody can think like that. When I was a child, I was having such a questioning brain. Well, you see, said Jamil, If this tree had pumpkins on it, I would be dead. I would not be dancing. I would be dead. Dead, of course, dead. A walnut fell on my head and woke me from my sleep. A falling pumpkin would have killed me. For sure. He pushed on the word sure. But the walnut did not hurt my head very much. I see, said the traveler. You must be very happy then. I am very happy, said Jimmy. You must also see that God made this tree. God is great. God is good. God is wise. And Jamil never questioned God's work ever again. The story is ended. In level 2, I'm not supposed to give you questions again and again, I'm telling you, because I'm not interested to ask you questions about this story in a way that we ask from the children. But the thing you have to do is that you will have to hold the story while standing in front of the mirror and choose something new from the story. For example, I choose one thing from the story that I point out, anything, what I questioned from someone, even if it is a god or any elder or someone. Then I got realized that I was wrong and the other one was right. So just recall something like that if you have had in your life. Be confident and be questioning. Don't stop thinking and don't stop asking questions, because questions are listened to you also and they give you confidence to live, to move on. And if you are falling down, don't be worried. You will be rising very soon. Thank you so much. Goodbye.